Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between Fukaimori versus BsK. This game taking place here on Turtle Rock. Um, this is going to be BsK spawning as the... Oh, can I change the colors? There we go. BsK spawning as the teal undead player over here on the bottom right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the top left, we have, well, Fukaimori spawning under the name Raven. Over here on the top left, it looks as though, well, it is. I generally don't like blue on undead because their blight is kind of blue on the minimap. And of course, they decided to do blue and then teal. Teal, however, does kind of pop out, so not that big of a deal. All right, and we'll see what's going to be happening here. Fukaimori, yeah, I was wondering if they purposely tried to make his, or if he purposely, or she, I'm pretty sure it's a he though, tried to make his name look like it was Japanese. If it was, then I am probably pronouncing it correctly. If Fukaimori is really some sort of Latin language, I am most likely butchering the pronunciation or how to pronounce that name. At which point, well, all I can say is, I'm not a linguistic. I can't know every single language out there and say what it is. Sounds 100% Japanese. Yeah, Fukaimori. I'm even trying to say it with the correct, not the re or the li or li, with that L and R blended sound. So Fukaimori coming back in. Google translates Fukaimori in deep woods. All right, so, well, deep woods, Fukaimori, Raven, whatever he's going to be known as throughout this match, is going for a Crypt Lord first. Meanwhile, BsK going for a Death Knight first, and that Death Knight will be out onto the field already. This Crypt Lord is a little bit delayed, but it is going to be Crypt Fiends with that Crypt Lord. So, well, Fukaimori is in fact bugging out very early on. What is this Death Knight really hoping to do though? That is my question, as the Death Knight's Death Coil obviously is not going to really be putting pressure onto his opponent's units since they cannot kill any of those units. Death Coil right there aggroing this creep camp here, going to go after the giant sea turtle, and this is extremely risky. BsK actually absorbing a lot of damage onto his Death Knight at this stage, using double Death Coils, knowing that the Death Coils are not going to be very effective at all. The Death Coils are mainly going to be there to try and heal these, well, skeletal minions, and he doesn't really want to heal those skeletal minions whatsoever, but the Death Knight did steal his opponent's experience and is now backing up. All right, are we going to perhaps be getting up some beetles here? Crypt Lord sees, what, you already took out my green creep camp. That's kind of rude, as the battle is already raging on. Yeah, BsK doing a very unorthodox strategy and opening up here, stealing some creeps, but, well, Fukaimori should have no problem whatsoever getting in some easy damage onto some of those fleeing skeletal minions, perhaps taking them down. Nope, that attack I did not believe actually got the final bit of damage, or did it? I actually think it did. The Death Knight, I don't think it denied the experience. 12 experience is not a normal number, so it must be a skeletal minion that was taken out. Death Knight wants to steal a little bit of experience right there. Meanwhile, the Crypt Lord wants to get in some more skeletal minions himself, perhaps try to finish it off. Who was going to be able to finish? Nope, he is not able to get it. Death Knight gets the experience, and Death Knight just stealing experience left and right now, as the Death Coil, well, could have been launched, but then it would have just fallen short as the attacks were just too far, or the Death Knight was just too far away. All right, BsK is just pestering his opponent right now. And, well, what is this? This is actually interesting. Fukaimori has a larger army that is invested in all of this attacking. You can see even all of these beetles are invested in attacking, but somehow the Death Knight was able to shut down his opponent's creeping for a very long time. Giant sea turtle about to fall here. Google Translate doesn't even know what BsK was. Yeah, I don't. If BsK actually translated into something, well, I would be absolutely shocked. I thought all English words have vowels, or all syllables have vowels. So, if BsK was an actual word, I would be absolutely dumbfounded. But then I could use it in a game of Scrabble. Anyways, Death Knight, Crippler continuing to engage back and forth in the center portion here. It looks like Fukaimori is going to have an easy time here. It looks like he has superior numbers. The problem is that the Forest Troll Trappers are still engaging. Oh, a quick impale. Are we going to see some damage be done onto the Crypt Fiends? No, we are not. They're still fighting over the center position and trying to get that last bit of experience. All right, more damage coming back across here. Skeletal minions going after that. Crypt Fiend able to back away at 110 hit points as the units are fighting once more. All right, Crypt Lord is sitting at level 2. Skeletal minions are going to be chasing after this Crypt Fiend back down to 110 hit points. Going to be, well, scurrying onto the Blight. And then is the Blight going to actually do enough? That is the question here, as we do see a number of ghouls coming off the lumber line in order to offer a bit of protection. All right, it looks like the harassment is now finally coming to an end. Both sides want... Oh, this Crypt Fiend could get taken down. Has to be very careful. Down to 20 hit points. And wow, one more swipe would have finished it off, but no. Not in time. A beautiful calculation by Fukaimori, or getting lucky in knowing that it could still possibly stay alive. Coming back down to the south side, BsK is finally clearing out his Ogre Warrior creep camp. A relatively easy to clear out orange creep camp here on Turtle Rock, as we're looking at the armies getting ready to engage. All right, Fukaimori going after a relatively difficult red creep camp here. Is it going to be able to clear this out? That is the question. We should be looking at some beetles popping up out of the ground here, as the beetles are going to be needed in order to absorb a lot of the damage and also dish out the damage to these Forest Troll Berserkers. Forest Troll Berserkers will get taken out. Crypt Lord is going to pick up some additional, Tome of Agility +2, get some additional armor right there, fighting underway. It looks like those beetles will get taken down, as well as the Forest Troll Warlord will get taken out. There goes one, and there goes, there goes the Berserker. All right. Revealing crystal ball has been cast. Where was it cast onto? I do not know. Meanwhile, we are looking at the Death Knight going after the Gargantuan Sea Turtle, which will drop a high consumable item, Potion of Invulnerability or Potion of Healing, or Potion of Greater Mana. Death Knight getting that Potion of Invulnerability, exactly what he needs in order to stay alive if he ever overcommits. Who took the ward? Blue took the ward, not teal. You can kind of see it on the mini-map if, well, Twitch and XSplit is doing its job. All right, level 2 going up against a level 3 Crypt Lord. Death Knight just shy of level 3 and actually backing away. Not going to be able to get to level 3. I don't know if I quite agree with this. Death Knight perhaps going to be trying to pick up that Orb of Corruption and making its way back in time to deliver it to the Lich. Lich is going to get a little bit of experience. This Gargantuan Sea Turtle is chasing after this Obsidian statue a little bit too much. Not quite sure why, as the Death Knight gets back in time. All right, Gargantuan Sea Turtle down to 654 hit points as the army now getting ready to engage here. Lich could be in trouble, Death Knight could be in trouble, as the beetles were trying to get around that Death Knight, unable to do exactly that. And now, well, Fukaimori has a half-eaten Gargantuan Sea Turtle that he can finish off very, very quickly. All right, Gargantuan Sea Turtle finally seeing the fight here. Who's going to get the experience? Is the Crypt Lord going to get the experience? No, it does not. The Frost Nova gives the experience back to the Lich. Lich gets it all, though, as the Death Knight was not close enough. Still ensuring that he got the experience that he was supposed to, as both the Death Knight and the Lich just shy of level 3. Now, this is a scary proposition. Does the Death Knight and the Lich? No, one single carry-on beetle will not give both of them level 3. If you could actually guarantee level 3, well, one single Crypt Fiend could do that. So you could see a major focus onto a single Crypt Fiend, as we're looking at both sides just trying to fight their way through. Oh, there goes a there goes a Frost Nova right there. There's the Dust of Appearance, level 3 now on both, and all of a sudden Fukaimori realizes, you know what, I cannot stick around in this fight. Dealing with a level 2 hero is very different than dealing with a level 3, and he realizes the situation, needing to run. Lich, does it have enough mana for another Frost Nova? I believe he does. Will it be able to finish off one more unit? Crypt Lord is right there as well. Death Knight now trying to catch up and finish off that target, as the Death Knight still landing down multiple death coils to keep that Crypt Fiend alive. All right, damage still adding up. Death Knight taking more damage than perhaps he should, as more death coils are going down. You can see that Crypt Lord is taking so much damage. as they are trying to finally engage here. All right, Criplord finally backing away. We see one Ritual Dagger on that Criplord. Not quite sure what it is going to be used for, as, well, we are looking at Fukaimori setting up his expansion. He's going to be running on 2 bases, going up against BsK's a single base, but with, well, 2 level 3 heroes. 2 level 3 heroes working out extremely well, but, well, Teal and Undead now once again re-engaging. And if it wasn't for the fact that I played a 2v, or I casted a 2v2 matchup with a blue Undead and a Teal Undead just moments ago, I wouldn't be nearly as confused. Blue and Teal still going back at it once more, as the Death Knight now trying to make its way through again. Crypt Fiends going after the Death Knight. Death Knight now trying to slither into the back. Will it be able to hide back there? It's taking a lot of damage. Destroyer doesn't have enough mana to finish things off, and it looks like it will end up getting taken down. No, it does not. A little bit of Blight and a little bit of extra healing working right there. Crypt Fiend trying to go after it as a potion of healing finds its target. A beautiful save once more. Destroyer's constantly getting webbed down right now. Death Knight trying to hide in the back using those obsidian statues, as that Death Knight is just, well, playing with fire. Death Knight very low on hit points right now. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. This Death Knight down to 67 hit points. Is it going to get taken down? It finally gets lost. 2 level 3 heroes finally making their pressure known, as the Crypt Fiends are going to finish off that obsidian statue here. All right, what is going to end up happening? Death Knight low on hit points, but is currently invulnerable, not having to worry about very much. Damage is getting added in. Death Coil onto the Lich. Lich is still staying alive, even though it is on the wrong end of Spirit Tower attacks. More damage coming through, as a tactical retreat is in order. Criplord, thank you for all of the follows. Criplord staying at level 3, just shy of level 4. And with all this said and done, BsK now taking a surprising, commanding lead in terms of the overall army size. But does he know about this expansion? Fukaimori was able to set up an expansion pretty early on, and he is gonna, well, he is outmining his opponent 2-1 right now. We can see that BsK is looking to set up an expansion of his own, and if he doesn't actually put pressure onto his opponent's expansion, his opponent will be able to catch back up fairly fast. His Fukaimori does need a good amount of lumber, though, currently low on lumber right now, as both the Death Knight and the Criplord are back out onto the field. Death Knight at level 1 does resurrect rather quickly, as once more we still see more attacks trailing on over here. Death Knight gonna spot this expansion and say, you know what, thank you for corralling me into this expansion location. Perhaps I can just, well, force you to cancel this expansion. That would be absolutely great. Haunted Goldmine could get taken down. I don't know if it was canceled or not, as the Death Knight now needs to run away. No Unholy Aura for faster movement speed, and to add insult to injury, getting blasted with an Icy Blast right there. Death Coil, Scroll of Town Portal transferred, as there you have it. The units are going to try and get away. Crypt Fiend not going to be able to make the dance. Oh, wow. That Crypt Fiend able to make the dance around and escaping at 31 hit points. Somehow Fukaimori has been able to constantly save very low hit point units, at least for a little while, as an obsidian statue is now being trained up. Alright, using this time wisely, BsK is going to try and go after the Ogre Lord Creep Camp, continue to press with his hero level advantage, while establishing up an expansion here at his, well, what I would call his natural expansion. There are expansions plentiful on this map. Death Knight and, well, 53 supply over 70, as we should finally get into saturation on this gold mine, as the Acolytes are going to get trained up. Meanwhile, back across here, Death Knight may finally get to level 2, while the Criplord will finally get to level 4. And Fukaimori, well, now has taken back the overall supply lead. Overall supply lead was 50-25 in favor of BsK. Fukaimori now all of a sudden making it even. Now sitting at 59 compared to 60. He was ahead just moments ago, as we are now looking at a Lich coming in from Fukaimori as well. That does deny the Death Knight level 2 though by 1 experience, as they are still charging on in. What was that? Using move instead of attack move, and now the Death Knight could be in trouble. Death Knight falls again. And for all of the things that Fukaimori is doing right, well, he needs to overcome his own mistakes, as he loses his level 1 Lich too. All right. BsK may overestimate his chances, though. That is a common practice where you think you are winning only to find out you are losing, as the Death Knight and the Lich both get to level 5. Why this Crypt Lord is still sticking around in this fight, I do not know. Destroyer is coming back the other way as the Crypt Lord finally uses a Scroll of Town Portal to head back home. All right, that Crypt Lord perhaps pondering many of his life decisions, wondering what's happening. Beetles, however, able to disrupt the mining going on inside the Haunted Gold Mine, so it is still 2 bases to 1 as Fukaimori finally goes back into low upkeep. Now, all right, this gold mine is going to make the difference. It is a definite ninja expansion. I don't know if those beetles were revealed with a dust of appearance. It looked like it, as the burrowed did go down. One thing to note, this Lich does have plus 26 attack. Very, very scary. Claws of attack plus 12 on that Lich. And this is one of those strange situations where somehow the Lich, claws of attack, the best unit to have it is the Lich. Lich is able to deal so much damage from the safety of that range, and also with that Orb of Corruption, able to, well, finish off units so fast as they're pretty much negative on armor in some instances. All right, there you go. Negative armor causing, well, a lot of bonus damage, as we can see, as the units are going to try and engage back once more. Lich is back out onto the field on the other side. Death Knight is here as well. Death Knight finally gets up to level 2, so it is a 4-2-1 going up against a 5-5 as the carry-on beetles are here just swarming in once more. All right, all the units trying to get back in single file once more. Death Knight should be getting a Death Coil onto that Lich to save it. There you have it, turning back around, fighting back the other side. Those beetles are just causing problems, and BsK losing many acolytes pretty consistently now. Unable to mine from his expansion, as the acolytes are just, or as the beetles are just causing problems. Meanwhile, back inside the main base here, home field advantage for Fukaimori, as the towers are doing a little bit of pressure and fighting back. BsK may be trying to finish the game, not knowing that he needs to take and get small advantages. A big Frost Nova across multiple Crypt Fiends, a major heal coming down. There goes an Impale as well, as BsK going to lose a couple of Crypt Fiends right here. Abomination could get taken down as well. Low hit point Crypt Fiends trying to back up, as you can see the Abomination down to 143 hit points. Is it going to actually be able to escape, as it looks like, yeah, down to 107 and living to fight another day. However, the Crypt Lord is right there. Is it going to deal enough damage? Death Coil finds the Crypt Lord, saves it, but the Frost Nova, well, melts it, or, well, freezes it in its tracks, causing it to fall down. All right, Lich continuing to battle up here. Level 2 Death Knight, level 2 Lich trying to go up against a level 5 Death Knight, level 5 Lich, and now a level 1 Crypt Lord that is out on the battlefield. 49 supply compared to 49. We are dead even right now, but reinforcements coming in from Fukaimori will get there slightly faster. Crypt Lord is getting retrained up. Lich is right there. Let's take a look at Death Knight, down to 175 hit points. What is going on here? A Burrow right there. There goes a Banshee, and that low hit point Death Knight, Unholy Aura, adding in some extra hit points quickly. Coming back through once more. Oh, are we actually going to see the beetles taking down a Nerubian tower? Yes, we are. An Abomination finally being brought back over. And BsK's expansion has not really mined much of anything. Let's take a look. Only 1,000 gold after all this time. Death Knight, well, what is it going to try and buy? Dust of Appearance in order to reveal what is going on here. Those beetles have been causing him have been of major pain in his side, finally taking them both down. Mining is finally underway. 58 supply compared to 52. BsK probably does not know about this expansion at all, and that has been the problem. That is one of the strengths of the Undead early on. Undead, being able to go as wide as they did, was able to use those beetles and then clear out this creep camp, even though their army was relatively small. By doing so, well, they were able to set up a perfect scenario for Fukaimori, being able to set up that expansion without their opponent's knowledge. I will say this, though. Fukaimori does have a crystal ball in his inventory, and that should be a telltale sign to BsK that a red creep camp was cleared out. that the fact that BsK has not surmised that his opponent has an expansion somewhere is a little bit of an issue. And the Spider Slugfest, well, the beetles are an issue, but the main issue is that BsK just hasn't figured out why his opponent is able to get back in consistently. Gloves of Haste, perhaps adding a nice little bit of damage to that Lich, faster attack speed as that Lich gets up to level 3. He could have crept ahead of the turtle though, right? Well, the head or the tail of the turtle is also another gold mine expansion, right? This and this are both also expansion locations. So he should at least be checking those locations to see if an expansion was set up. All right, blue coming back across over here. You can see all of them are back together. Oh, this could potentially be bad. Shockwave of very bad creepjack. Are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal be used? Tome of Knowledge, picking up the item. What is the item? Claws of Attack plus 12, as the Lich may be given that Claws of Attack plus 12 as well. And now a quick retreat. It is now a 4-3-3 going up against a almost 6-2 in terms of these heroes. All right. You're just sneezing. Excuse you. All right. More beetles coming out to play. Is the Lich going to get the Claws of Attack plus 12? No, it is hanging on to that Death Knight. I don't quite agree with that. The Lich already has the faster attack speed and the range. You want those Claws of Attack plus 6 on your fastest attacking, easiest to attack unit. And we'll see, just like we see BsK doing here, Lich only has Lich does already have a fast attack speed, as the Crypt Lord is going to finish off the remainder of that creep camp. And now, finally, BsK is setting up some expansions here. Death and Decay, Raise Dead and Death and Decay could be incoming. Death Knight, nope, Death Knight went for Death Pack level 1. No Raise Dead. I would have personally gone for Unholy Aura level 3, even faster movement speed, even faster regeneration. But Death Pack does have its usefulness at times as well. Coming back around, we see another third base being established. Both players sitting on one base right now. BsK perhaps suspecting that an expansion is underway, and in comes a destroyer only to get shut down very quickly. There goes a 600 hit point heal. Lich gets up to level 6. Death and Decay could be added in here. There goes an Impale, stunning down on both sides, and all of those units just line up only to be picked up and dropped back on their bottoms. Frostworms now continuing to join in on the fight here. There's a quick web right there, as the Lich with that plus 26 damage should be able to do short work on that Frostworm, as that Frostworm is taking bonus damage from those Crypt Fiends because of that negative armor. More damage coming back through again. And another Impale across multiple Crypt Fiends could be in order, and that could completely shut them down. No, Frost Nova melt or freezes them in their tracks with that Icy Blast. 53 supply compared to 54. Death Knight sitting at level 6, still wandering around here. Lich sitting at level 6. He gets a Death Coil at around 100 hit points as the Death Knight uses a Potion of Healing. Will he be able to slip away? That is the question. Well, nope, I believe there's a Death Pack use right there. All right, Death Pack saving Fukaimori's Death Knight. Will he be able to escape? No. The Lich ends up figuring it out and being able to escape away. Level 5 Crypt Lord, level 3 Lich. Are we going to see some damage onto the Acolytes, though, as the Scroll of Town Portal took everyone back home? Death Knight, very low on hit points, needs to use a Potion of Healing, and as he leads this army back the other way. All right, going after all of these units once more. You can take a look. All of those units going after the Acolytes, trying to stop the mining Death Knight. It was just really running head on into the spot as the Lich of Fukaimori falls at level 4. Units are still trying to back away again. All right, low hit point Abomination should just get cleared up there. Why not? Why not? As that Crypt Lord of Fukaimori still backing away here. No, not enough mana to do much of anything else. Even though I know he wants to do a quick Locust Swarm, the Beetles are just absolutely going after the other Crypt Fiends as well, and this game is still going on. Fukaimori at 41 compared to 34. BsK falling behind, as well the Crypt Lord is just sticking around trying to finish off Acolyte after Acolyte. Gets up to level 6, does have a Scroll of Town Portal, and finally uses it. Fukaimori able to back away and head back home. Fukaimori is Raven TT. We've seen enough Raise Dead in that 2v2 for a whole year, I think. All right, Frostworms getting trained up. Death Knight and Lich will get added back in here. Ritual Dagger being used to heal up all of these units. Carrion Beetles, well, getting sacrificed. One Beetle to heal up the remaining units, as that Crypt Lord really does need to heal back up. Meanwhile, there is an expansion for Raven. So Raven still has 2 bases going up against BsK's 2 bases as well. We are once again even on bases. I have to believe that, I have to believe that this expansion, is going to be running out in the next 4 minutes or so. Is the game going to actually see it come to an end there, as a quick Dust of Appearance reveals that last Beetle? Level 6 Lich, level 6 Death Knight, level 4 Crypt Lord. We do see Death and Decay as one of the abilities, and we'll see if there is actually an opportunity to use that. And at this point, BsK should not go after this expansion. This expansion has been mining for so long that it is nearly done. It is going to come down to taking down these corner expansions. And once more, BsK has no idea where the expansions are. I'm not rhyming though, so it's not technically rap. All right. Acolytes here coming back in once more. Meanwhile, and I'm not speaking in like any sort of like iambic or in pentameter, right? Like no actual rhythm to my cadence. Fastest caster Mike in the West. I think that is true, because I think I am, well, in the West, if you say East and West is what, China and Europe, and Western countries, then, well, I don't know if that is the case. There's a lot of European casters, but if you're talking about fastest caster in the west portion of the US, probably, because I think I'm the only caster in the US. Actually, no, wait, Lardo, but right now I think he is doing some bonding time with his own child right now, a new father on the, what? Anyways, let's go ahead and break this down. All right, Death Knight continuing to battle it up here. Scroll of Town Portal. Well, it looks like Fukaimori does not want to stick around. A tactical retreat, as this gold mine is shut down. Shut down right there. I was born when there was still a West and East Germany. I was in high school when there was a West and East Germany. Actually, no. I was not in high school. I was not in high school. No. I was in elementary school or junior high. 80. Anyways, let's Lado Lounge, not Lardo. Lado. All right. Yeah, I was like, I think I said it wrong. You scared me. How old are you? Well, my daughter is 10, and I guess that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, a 25-year-old can have a 10-year-old daughter. So, but yeah, I didn't have children that early. I'm in my late 30s. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue to engage once more. Death Knight now making their way back off to the north. Let's just say I'm one of the oldest people in the WarCraft 3 community. Death Knight getting picked up, could be in trouble here. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used in time, down to 105 hit points. Going to be able to stay alive, but he is still trapped on the wrong side here. No one using Locust Swarm as of yet. Fukaimori, wait, he didn't go for Locust Swarm. He actually went for level 3 Impale over Locust Swarm, even though the battle could allow him to stick around. Death Knight has fallen at level 4, so Fukaimori losing that Death Knight his Death Knight right there, as the Lich now being forced to back away. Lich could be in trouble sitting at level 7, but the Death Coil should be able to save him very easily. 600 hit point, pretty much instantaneous heal. Crypt Lord continuing to fight it through once again, as the beetles are just raging on everywhere, trying to take down perhaps a couple of the destroyers. Are the beetles going to finish off a destroyer? Yes, they are, as we now see a level 5 Crypt Lord coming in from BsK. Another web now being brought back down. Death Knight trying to escape. Will it be able to do exactly that? It looks like it will be able to do that, but a quick impale onto that. Oh, no, I thought we were going to see an impale onto the Death Knight, but no, we did not. I believe a potion of invulnerability was used in time. Lich needs to back away. This obsidian statue has been following the Lich, even though it should have been following the Crypt Lord. And now all the units trying to head back here. All right, there's a big impale Lich. Does it have enough mana? What is going to go down? Frost Nova onto the level 7. Level 7 Death Knight falls. Lich could be in trouble. Could get taken down. It gets taken down.
What just happened? Data, can you tell me what
Okay, my daughter wants a summary of what just happened because she couldn't believe her eyes. The lich, um, the lich was so the lich was getting focused on early in that battle. So the lich had purposely backed away. The lich actually didn't need to back away. It still had about half hit points, and an obsidian statue was with it throughout the battle. The Crypt Lord then ended up finally needing to do a tactical retreat. It got up to level 7. It tried it didn't have enough mana for an impale until it got to level 7. Had enough mana for the impale. Impaled. The lich got within range. Was able to get a Frost Nova down, finishing off the Death Knight. And then it was a game of cooldowns. The Scroll of Town Portal was then used, and the Lich's cooldown on that Frost Nova was just enough. There was like a fraction of like an eighth or a quarter of a second where the Lich could cast Frost Nova onto the Lich. Onto the opposing level 7 Lich while the Frostworms were in mid animation to their attack, and that basically that Lich died as Fukaimori left the battle, and that was the end of that game right there. I was like, basically BsK overestimated his position throughout the game. He never found that expansion off at the starting location at the 11 o'clock position, even though the Crypt Lord had the crystal ball, so he should have known that a high level item was dropped. As soon as and this is one of those things. If you don't click on your opponent's heroes, well, you don't know, and it's small things like that. Yes, he could have sold the crystal ball, things of that nature, to try and hide that fact. But that crystal ball was there throughout the entire time. Also, final hero kills. Fukaimori only took out BsK's heroes in the last 10 seconds of that game. The Death Knight, the Lich, and the Crypt Lord had not fallen up until that point. BsK, on the other hand, lost his heroes 7 times. A really, really great game. Resource score is probably where the difference was. A 6,000 gold mined difference, and that's not even considering the 2,000 gold upkeep difference. Gotta say, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.